Oh, hey, I owe one of my subscribers an explanation. I don't owe Shane any explanation because we kind of share the same brain we have for like the last 7 years or 6 years, whatever it is. But my other subscriber, Rudy, I call him Rudy Katuti. I get that from a movie. What was that called? Hot Dog, the movie. They called that guy Rudy Katuti, the German guy, the German skier. Anyways, I digress a little bit. I was in rare form today because I listened to Glenn Beck yesterday when I was doing my walking around 11 o'clock at night. I'm just not in the mood to do it this morning, tonight. When I get off work, I'm just not in the mood. And I got to work tomorrow too. So, no thanks for tonight. But anyways, I've listened to Glenn Beck, who is some sort of quasi-preacher, Mormon, if there is such a thing. I don't know. He's mixed up into that thing there somehow, okay? And, they must be like dressing him and stuff because they gave him like a very long goatee kind of arrangement there for a while. And then they gave him a little snubby bow tie. It's just really strange, his whole thing there. But, he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy, what can I tell you? And, he came out and translated the lyrics. And by the way, they're hiding it on Google because I tried to get the lyrics. And this one fucking stupid retard, fucking castrated piece of shit fucking American retard, came out and had this whole thing. The translated lyrics. And he knew a lot because he knew like all the, whatever it is, the pregnant participles and all of that in English. And he knew all of them. So, what this does and modifier this and it changes into a lateral physical and all the rest of it. And he came out and he says, well, the Puerto Ricans don't say the letter S, which is probably true at the end of the words. So that's why it was confusing to some people. And he basically went on to explain to everybody what Bugs Bunny said there at the Super Bowl. And Bugs said that he loves himself and he couldn't love himself anymore. And you should also love yourself to the point where you can't love yourself anymore. And something along this line. And he certainly made that exactly right. And he loved all the people of the Americas, like all this different hemisphere business, included Haiti and Jamaica and all the rest of it, and not just the Latino countries. And then it really started getting into the real bad stuff. And, folks, if you can't figure this out, I feel sorry for you because I'm going to tell you a quick story, okay? It's not going to be a story. Rome. Do you know how they had gladiatorial games? Do you understand the shocking nature of that? You know how it started? It's anybody's guess. But they didn't just wheel out a wheelbarrow full of people and say, go fight with one another. It started in certain ways, and that's what they're doing now by affecting the morality of the country. Today I have one girlfriend. Tomorrow I'm going to have two girlfriends. This Bugs Bunny. I mean, the Puerto Ricans don't associate yourself with him. And what's pissing me off is that Bugs is on. Anytime you turn on your cell phone or you go to Google, Google is putting him up there. And, look, he's a good-looking guy. That's why they put him up there. And by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but it was probably done by artificial intelligence. Because when they've done studies with women on their menstruation and coming up on their menstruation, and their ideals for men change as they get closer to their menstruation. And it goes to this very primitive thing, oftentimes. And that's why they want the hairy-faced men and, you Tarzan, me Jane kind of thing. And that's what this Bugs Bunny was there for. I mean, folks, it was so... I mean, this is how you got Rome. Ancient Rome. I mean, not that they needed much help. I mean, they went over there to the... I forget the name of those people over there. I forget the name of them. They were the first ones to come up with democracy. Etruscans. And the Etruscans lived next to Rome, essentially. And Rome went over there and said they were going to have a really big feast. And they invited them to come over. And they were very interested, especially bring their good-looking women and women of breeding age. Make sure you bring those especially. And the Romans killed them. That's essentially, and took their women. There's how you have Rome. But it was a process of taking away people's morality, which is, as far as what I can tell, that's what Bugs is doing. He's just there, and I mean, if I was Puerto Rican, I would be so, and I'm not saying I'm not, who knows, I haven't had a genealogy test, but to my knowledge, I'm not Puerto Rican. But if I were to be Puerto Rican, I would be just absolutely so upset, because I would not want my race of people associated with that yo-yo. Hey, folks, you can't, it's really bad. You know, like if it was a bunch of 4 and 5-year-olds or 7-year-olds, it probably wouldn't make any difference, other than to the adults who are filtering that out during their meals or nachos or whatever the hell you're eating at the Super Bowl. But it's not. It's basically, 12 to, 11, 10, 11 to 18 years old, 19-year-old, impressionable young men. It's disgusting. And how the NFL could do this and basically say, this is the way it is, learn Spanish, get used to it, and by the way, we're going to say a whole bunch of stuff that's degenerate, and you're not going to have any idea what they're saying either, but they will, and they won't object to it. Folks, if I was Latino, I would be just beside myself. I would not want to be associated with Bugs Bunny there in any manner. Anyways, Rudy is upset because he's not convinced that I think that he's got a head on his shoulders, and that's actually not true. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now, because Rudy has a lot more going for him than you think, and I'll demonstrate here in a second. Hold on. Anyways, Rudy knows where this is going. Can you say disc golf? So Rudy is, if he's not a bot, if he's like not a bot, if he's not like some sort of weird bot, just like stringing along people like me, then he's a real dude. You know what I mean? Okay. Now let's take a look. I bought like 14 discs, 13 or 14. Okay. First thing we're looking at here is a Mamba. Okay. The Mamba. I asked them, what is this? A 140? It's a 140. The Mamba is an 11.6 minus 5, so it goes to the right. And what you got to do is you got to get them to flip over. And the pros are really good at it. So I got a 140 Mamba. I got a 146 Mamba. I like that color white, although it's hard to find when you lose it. Okay, a yellow one, another one not easy to find when you lose it. We got another 146. This is, of course, a Mamba. And this one is a 146 Mamba, so they sent me many. These are all factory seconds, by the way. And at Rudy's kind of insistence, I decided to get a rock. And it's a little different than what I thought. I thought the rock was the one that's flat on the top. I forgot now. Maybe that's something else. But yeah, it's got a nice feel to it. And this one is extremely heavy. It is a 180. So this one is a maximum weight disc at 180. That's the highest. I mean, you have Doomsday discs at 188, but they're not legal in competition. Of course, you know, any of my events are, of course, they're legal, but not in the real thing. This one's got a little chip on it there, as you can see, but that should be neither here nor there. And it's just shitty DX plastic. There's a couple of them here. We're going to have to add, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. That really don't. So 180, can you say putter? So we're going to see how this goes. It might make a pretty fair approach disc too. All right, what do we got here? Whatever. Oh, this is a gummy. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, it's a term. Can you say distance? Term. Okay, T-E-R-N. It's a bird, of course, like a seagull. You know the old joke. You know the birds. You know, found a lit joint on the beach, and they picked it up, and there wasn't one turn unstoned. Again, my sister used to love that joke. All right, so we got a 149, which is, I don't have a 149 turn right now, I don't believe. This is another turn, another 149, and that's also a gummy. This one is another gummy turn, 149. Yeah, another green 149, and we got another green 149. I might have to sell a couple of these discs. I mean, they're sending me all the same one. Okay, we got the Corvette, a 163. This must be the new one. This must be the free one, because I don't remember ordering a 160 Corvette. And it's gummy. At least it's not DX plastic. But it's 163, and believe me, folks, that's more than enough for my arm. I love the design of this disc, even though it's all fucked up, obviously. They misprinted it. But it kind of looks good, kind of weirdly. Looks like that one from, you know that one, How Does It Feel to Lie Alone in Your Bed When You Know That Forever Lost? It's called War by it's called, yeah, of Monsters and Men. That's what that kind of looks like, really. All right, so what is this? It is light, whatever it is. Oh, it's a shark. I see. It is a 143 shark. I like it. All right, let's see what we can do with this. And I think there's another shark. Yes, and this one's heavier. This one is a, you know, these people. I don't know, fuck, what is there? 140 or something? What in the hell is this? It looks like it looks like a Roman numeral. I mean, seriously, folks, can you make any sense of that? You can't see it, I don't think. 100? Wait, what the hell is this? This one's heavier, it feels like. So, I got the manifest. So we got two more, and then that's going to do. All right, what is this one? This is an Innova mid-range 4.4. That is what Rudy suggested to me. But this is a shark. All right, 146 shark. A little light, but maybe like a 100-foot approach disc. Okay, this must be the free disc. It was a, what was it? Turn? 161 Mamba. That's the free disc. And that is right in my wheelhouse, 161. For some reason, I can't throw discs that are from like 152 to 158. I can't throw them. And that whole 150s is like a blank for me. I don't know how to throw them. Okay, so the Mamba, these 140s, yeah, 140 to 144, I got one. They only had one available. They had three of the 145 to 149s. They turned out to be all 149s. The DX Rock factory second 178 to 180, give me a 180. It's perfect because let's see what I can get done with it. And the G-Star turn factory second. And you know, I got these at a good price because when you buy 5, the Sharks go down to, because they're like, I forgot now, I can check on the website. All I know is that when you buy 10, at least 10 discs, you get the better rate and you pay only $4.80 for this. And they give you free shipping if it's $75. That's why I had to do 13 discs, because I had to get it up to 13 without tax. And then, you know, it's like 180, it's like $80 or something. But yeah, awesome. We got the Sharks at 144 and we got the Sharks at 145 to 149. Two Sharks in the 145. Let's see. Maybe they gypped me one. I was supposed to get 3. Let me see. I wonder. Oh, this must be a Shark. Yeah, this is the Shark. But they fucked up the stamp. Well, it's weird. I don't know. That doesn't look like it makes any sense to me. I can see the Shark. But it looks like they misprinted it or something. I don't know. It's got a weird number on it too. Oh, they double stamped it. See the numbers on the bottom? They double stamped it. So that's where it is. So I got a 146 Shark and a 142. I mean, whoever wrote this is like, their cursive writing must be equally horrendous. But this one right here, I'm looking forward to throwing this Mamba with a +5 overstable. Oh, I can't wait. And I think I'm going to have to hold on to a couple of these because I got so many 149 Mambas. I think these are Mambas, but they are, I wonder if I got gummies. Did I get gummies? Because I thought I was supposed to get the regular ones. Let me look. Mamba factory second. DX Mamba. Holy shit, Rudy. They sent me gummies. Can you believe that they sent me pros? Yeah, all the turns. No, wait a minute. The turns are G-Star. But the Mamba 149, 145 to 149s, those are DX. So let's see, maybe they did. Maybe I'm just fucked up here. Hold on. Is it? No, that's not one of them. All right, so they're right. They're right. 146, it's DX shitty plastic. Another one. And another one. All right, so they did not send me the mistaken. But you got to admit, that's kind of cool right there. That is kind of cool. And then I can't wait to throw the Shark. You got to have limits with this because this ain't going to go 300 feet. Not, you know, for the average mortal. So, anyways. All right. There we have it. Have a good night. I'll be trying to get out and do some of this, but I work tomorrow all day. So I can't do anything. Maybe on Friday I might give it a whirl. Maybe. We'll talk to you later. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.